Ahoy, shipmates! It's wet and windy in the port of Southampton today. Just got a container ship leaving. Tug action on the front there. You can see black clouds in the distance, the spots of sun here and there. It's awful weather. Awful weather. This is the APL Barcelona. And you know how I can tell that? Because I read it off the stern. Registered in Singapore. She's causing a bit of a hold up here. It's the red jets zooming by. We were expecting the Celebrity Silhouette to depart at 4, but the APL Barcelona sort of squeezed in, barged away in, holding up proceedings for a little while. Oops, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's just swap the cameras over. And looks like Iona is going to be delayed until quite a bit later this evening. Currently midnight departure for Iona. Celebrity Silhouette at 4 o'clock. I think she's actually on her way. And then we have Ventura at 5. And then 7 o'clock we have the Silver Moon, which I think is a new one for the channel. I think I've live streamed Celebrity Moon. There you go. There's the container ship just passing dockhead. It's like Harbour Master there, checking in, make sure everything is diggity-boo. Looks like the sun's gone. I suspect the rain will be coming shortly. It's definitely one of those days. If it's rainy and sunny and windy, it has to be August in England. Right, I think we'll shortly be seeing Celebrity Silhouette on the screen. Quick look, see where she is. There you go. She's that's the APL Barcelona. Celebrity Silhouette. There you go. She's just passing Town Quay, so she'll be on our screens shortly. Let's go back to Itching Camp. A few empty gaps there on the container ships, not very often. See the cameras wobbling around a bit here. Let's have a quick check on the weather. I've not checked on the weather yet today. We've got wind gusting for about 20 knots. You can see it's slowly picking up throughout the day. There was forecast for winds in the 40 to 50 mile an hour range, so that'd be sort of 35 to sort of 45 knots, but we've not seen that. I think it's a bit calmer than anticipating. It's only about 80 degrees C. Visibility 51.7 nautical miles, which is amazing because every now and again it's definitely not that far. And precipitation, none at the moment. Just moving the cameras round so that we can get a view of the container ship. I would imagine we'll see Celebrity Silhouette very shortly. It's actually quite busy this afternoon on the port. I'm going to move that one over to there. Move the Netley cam to the different area. Should be able to see. There we go. We can see Celebrity Silhouette on our screens. There we go. Unfortunately, the wind is making the camera wobble a little bit. And in case you're wondering, we do have, like I say, the 4 ships departing this evening. Celebrity Silhouette is on her way, just had late, delayed by the container ship. Ventura, 5. 7, we have the Silver Moon, and then 23:59 Iona. Maybe that's a departure time so that she doesn't leave a day late or something. I'm not entirely sure why it's such an odd departure time, but there we go. So it's disappearing behind the grain silo, so we can have a look at the APL Barcelona. So we have plenty of shipmates in the chat. I do remember seeing somewhere that is a shipmate on, I think it's Ventura. Let's have a look. Yep. Yes, shipmate Tracy Reese is on Ventura on the port side somewhere, and they'll give us a wave. So hopefully we can avoid all these summer showers, and we'll see her giving us a little wave. As you can see, the sun has actually come back into the port now. It's just very odd. Very odd weather. Like I say, typical English summer. There's Celebrity Silhouette. As you can see, she's just passing the ocean terminal, and that is Iona here. That's Iona. We're looking out for Celebrity Silhouette. Just about to come on the right-hand side of our camera. She's making her way down Southampton water. We have a bit of a break in it. I mean, certain times this afternoon, it was almost impossible to actually see anything out there, especially on Cow's Cam. Well, let's have a quick look on Cow's Cam, shall we? Cow's Cam. Let's have a look on Cow's Cam. What's the visibility like? It's very good. Some lovely clouds out there, but yeah, much better. And here is Celebrity Silhouette. Celebrity Silhouette is off on a 13-night Spanish Mediterranean cruise via Malaga. I have to say, it's just the sort of thing I could do with myself. Had enough of this wind and rain. There's plenty of shipmates out on the balconies there. The camera seems to be misbehaving today. It's having a bad day. I think all the weather's getting to it. I'll take the camera on holiday. Yeah, there's an excellent number on the balconies. I often find that when there's another ship in the ocean terminal, you'll see a good amount of shipmates on their balconies. So you can see a bit of sun now. The sun is peeking through eventually. Yeah, look at all these shipmates on their balcony. No waivers yet today, though. Celebrity Silhouette with a particularly rakish looking stern. Looks like poor old Itching Cam's getting the brunt of the wind today. Netley Cam seems quite stable by comparison. Must be the wind direction. I didn't check the wind direction. We'll have a look at the wind direction in a second. But I think we'll have a lot of tug. We already had a tug pulling away Celebrity Silhouette earlier. I would imagine due to the potentially high winds forecast. I think we'll also have a tug pulling away a Ventura as well, I suspect. And certainly even Iona. I would imagine she's probably waiting for a bit of clear sea in the North Sea. Doesn't want to steam on up while everyone's having their dinner through the English Channel. As someone said earlier, you don't want the sausage rolls rolling off the buffet when you're out at sea. That wouldn't do, would it? You can see those clouds in the sky moving quite some pace. Not entirely sure to want to be out on the yacht today. Admittedly, the weather conditions would be good, but it would be quite wet. Celebrity Silhouette's heading off on a 13-night cruise to Spain and the Mediterranean via Malaga, Cagliari, Sevilla, La Spezia, Marseille and Cadiz. Oh, excellent. I think I've got away with pronouncing those ones. I think the weather in Malaga is considerably better. Current forecast is 27, 29, 32 for the next couple of days and sunny, round about the low 30s for the next week ahead. I think that is a better place to be than in the soggy south coast of England. Probably best get yourself down to Spain and make sure you tune into Solent Ships YouTube channel, and you can just enjoy the horrible weather from the pleasant environs of your sunny balcony, wherever it is you are, in Spain. There are little patches of sun out here. They're just a bit too far and wide to really enjoy. There's a good number of shipmates out on the balcony, so that is good. Celebrity Silhouettes. Maiden voyage July 2011. So just over 12 years old. So the capacity for 2,800 odd passengers and 1,500 crew. We have the Red Funnel ferry coming in here. Excellent place to spot the cruise ships, or generally all the shipping in the Solent view. Fancy day out in the Solent. Get yourself over to the Isle of Wight on the Red Funnel. Enjoy all that Cowes has to offer. Yeah, poor old Itching Cam here. It's getting a bit of a wobble on him. All it's very stable. I think it depends on which way the wind's blowing. I was going to check on that wind. I haven't looked in the chat. Oh gosh, wherever we get to in the chat then. Boy there, shipmate Tracy Reese. I think she's on Ventura shortly. Hoy there, Carl Davis. Hoy there, Babe Blue. Oh, he's our excellent spanner, of course. Answering all your questions. Hoy there, Dizzy C and Ellie Murley. Hoy there, Christine Nicholson. Hoy there, shipmate Still asks when Iona is leaving. I think Iona is currently due to leave at 23:59, which seems a little late. I think it's the high winds that are causing the problems. We've got Celebrity Silhouette. Oh, I've misspelled silhouette. I spelled silhouette. Anyway, excuse my fumbled mistypings. Let's if I can correct that. Ventura at 5, Silver Moon at 7, then Iona at midnight. I think the reason for the late departure of Iona is due to the winds. The forecast for the winds in Port Southampton were over 40 miles an hour, 40, 50 miles an hour. They have calmed down a bit, but I think they tend to err on the side of caution. Which is fair enough. When you've got a ship the size of Iona, you don't really want her blowing around and crashing into the dockside. That would be a very good start to your cruise, would it, shipmates? But the weather conditions have certainly picked up. What is the wind direction for the weather? Oh, see, the wind direction is coming from the north. Ah, yes, that's probably why it's making Itchin Cam wobble around a bit. It's not normally from that direction. Visibility's still good. I see that it looks like we've got some rain coming in on cruise cam here. So a bit wet for Iona's departure. Yeah, still got a good view of silhouettes. I wonder what it's like on the Isle of Wight. Still sunny and clear over on the Isle of Wight. Had some great shots of Cows Week over there this week. Quite a few days were cancelled though due to the rain. So it was unfortunate. If we go back to cruise cam, we'll be able to see the container ship and Celebrity Silhouette heading down Southampton water. Ahoy there, shipmate Deborah Speller. Oh, ahoy there, Ian Cruise Guy. I'm just going back through the chat now. I think I'm up to date. There we go. You can see the bow of Iona here at 46.7. Looks like the rain is coming in again. A little patch of sun down there where Celebrity Silhouette is, and the container ship's just off to our left. Next departure is at 5 o'clock, and that will be Ventura with a couple of shipmates on board. If memory serves me correctly. We have shipmate Tracy Reese, who will be somewhere, or Ellie May. No, shipmate Ellie May. Is it Ellie May is going to be on Ventura, somewhere on the port side, deck 9, mid forward. There we go. We'll keep an eye out for her later. Ventura is the next departure in port. That's some lovely skies. I wonder if we might get a decent sunset this evening, I suppose. That's a good view down Southampton water. Ventura's at the other end of port. Oh, ahoy there, shipmate Vanessa Wells. There they, £5 donation for the super chat. Many thanks, shipmate. Greatly appreciated. Just having a look there. Actually, Ventura's at the other end of port. She'll come straight down. Can't see any tugs in assistance there, so perhaps tugs aren't necessary this time. Certainly do have some powerful skies. Having slight problems with cruise cam. Can't seem to connect to it this afternoon. So I'm having to sort of repeat the stream from YouTube. Not the best. Shipmates Holy High says that parents and friends are on Iona. Oh, well, if you want to say hello to them, get them to come over and wave, probably get them to go on the bow might be quite a good location. We can see them waving there. I'm not sure that we're going to see the departure, as the Iona is not due to depart until 23:59. Of course, that is subject to change, but I would think that is unlikely. That yacht there is getting quite a good heel into the wind. And if we go back to Netcam, we can see the container ship, the APL Barcelona. Shipmate Ellie Mays says they'll be waving some Union flags to help the captive islands. Oh, excellent, Shipmate Ellie. That'll be marvellous. Oh, and anything being waved certainly helps. And the Union flag is even better because that means I don't have to try and go on the internet and work out what the flag is. We've had a lot of strange flags being waved on the channel lately. I say strange. I shouldn't say strange. We've had the Dorset flag, I think it was last week, which I can't say I've seen before. Can't say I've seen the Dorset flag before. That was interesting. And then we had the Gibraltar flag. What else do we have? Gibraltar and the Royal Standard, I think, of some description. I'm not entirely sure. Often we get Welsh flags. They seem to be really popular. It looks like the weather is holding off for us, which is great. Yeah, because today it has been frightful weather out there. Just lots of murky greyness, quite windy. Weather seems to have improved slightly. Yeah, so the wind is picking up. There's a bit of a gust there. The wind is picking up. Visibility is still excellent, though, 58 nautical miles. That's got to be pretty much as far as you can see, I would have thought. Still a bit chilly, though. Only 18 C. Having problems with cruise cam. Cruise cam is cruise cam's got a bit of a mind of its own at the moment. I'm not very happy with cruise cam. Yeah, I've lost all connection to cruise cam. Oh, it's rebooted itself. Thank you, cruise cam. It's definitely having some problems. When it works, it's excellent. When it doesn't work, it's very annoying. In fact, what I might try and do is see if it works here now. Let's see if that works. Will it work here? No, not working. Cruise cam's still not working. Go back to Netcam. I think itching cam's suffering. See, Netcam today is because the wind's coming from the north. Netcam's sheltered behind some trees, but because it comes the other way, itchy cam's getting the brunt of it today. Starting to look a little bit darker over in port. Keep an eye on the map. So the next departure is the Ventura at 7. We have a shipmate on board who's going to be waving Union flags somewhere mid-aft section. Union flag of some description. Okay, that should be easy to spot, I would hope. Hopefully the rain will stay off. Don't really want the shipmate getting wet out on the balcony, do we? As we had Cowles Week this week, and going to be the 10th, I think it was the 10th, 11th of September. Quick check, just check. Give me the wrong information. It will be Sunday the 10th of September is the start of the Whitbread round the World Yacht Race from Ocean Village in Southampton. I'm going to try and live stream all day for that affair. Get myself a remote location. Give us full coverage, all the yachts leaving. I don't know how many participants there are. To be honest, I don't know much about it. I'll do my research, aren't I, beforehand? Oh, shipmate Ellie Mae says mid-forward, not mid-aft. Right. Mid-forward it is, shipmate. I should keep an eye out. Probably fairly easy, you know, if you're waving a flag around. Shipmate Top Bloke says, have I tried turning it on and off again? I have, actually. It's not as a ridiculous suggestion as you may think. It does normally improve it when I turn it on and off. Although just today, it's just not having a good time. I had a problem with it a while back, and I did a firmware update, and it's just not working, is it? Just can't get it to work. Oh, shipmate Sharon Gomez says, last week I said we never see a Union flag. And she watched Anthem of the Seas depart yesterday. Some shipmates on the balconies waving one at the camera's great gusto. It's always when I'm not here to do a broadcast, we get the Union flags. I don't mind not being the Union flag. I just think it's really interesting that we see lots of other flags from around the country or around the world. And I have a sneaky suspicious feeling that some of the shipmates are on purpose choosing obscure flags to try and confuse me. That's what I think. But confused shipmates, I enjoy the confusion. Shipmate VM says when they are in Southampton, it'll be their second time seeing Iona while they are on Disney Dream. Disney Dream. Shipmate Elizabeth B says that she is on Victoria tomorrow. Hopefully the weather will be a bit better for you tomorrow, shipmates. I believe it will be, looking at the forecast. End of next week is looking much better. Hoping to get some time out on the water myself this weekend, but no such luck. You can see there's quite a few small little sailing vessels here. I believe that's the Netley Sailing Club, not Netley Cliff Sailing Club, Netley Sailing Club. They've got a facility just down from the Netley Cliff Sailing Club, which is where this camera's at. They're teaching people how to sail, small little lasers and things. That's quite a good view here. You get to see how the size of the cruise ship and the container ships are somewhat similar. Not a million miles apart, are they? Quick look on the map. I wondered if Ventura might have tug assistance, but it appears not. Can't see any tugs in the area. And then we've got Silver Moon, a little tiny Silver Moon. Look at that. Quite elegant ship, though, Silver Moon. I do like the proportions of the Silver Moon ship. And then we have the old Iona over here. No, not Will Supply. Iona. There we go. That looks to me like we still have the New Frontier, and we do, which is the bunkering vessel. She'll be filling up Iona with LNG. Then going back, she goes back to Holland. Shipmate K says that 2 weeks today they'll be on Ventura. I wonder if it's the same cruise. Yeah, I think it's the northern 14 nights to somewhere a lot warmer than it is and sunnier than it is here. So Portugal, Canary Islands, via Funchal in Madeira, Santa Cruz de la Palma, Santa Cruz de la Tenerife, Las Palmas, Gran Canaria, Arrecife, Cadiz, and Lisbon. I think if you've chosen that cruise ship, mate, it sounds like a winner to me. Shipmate K says, yes, Spain and Portugal, 10 days. Oi there, Carol Finnis, welcome aboard. We're just watching Celebrity Silhouette depart on her way down Southampton water. Going to turn right at the end, following the container ship. Still looking forward to the Brambles cricket match. I haven't had a date. We'll have a quick look, see if there's a date for the Brambles cricket match. It's the Brambles cricket match happens on the sandbank that's pretty much in front of these ships here out on the Solent. Didn't happen for lockdown for a couple of years, and then the time after that it didn't happen because of the Queen's funeral. I'm just checking the website to see if there's any update. No update. Normally happens end of August, beginning of September, but we'll keep an eye on that. I may well live stream it, or I might just record it. And cruise cam is gone wonky again. Cruise cam is not having a good time. Okay, this is going to. I'm going to go all out and actually turn the power on and off. Nope, can't even do that. Oh, that's a bit of a blow. Technology has defeated me once again. Try rebooting it from the menu on the camera itself. It's just gone very slow. Shipmate Tenants Trains Limited says they're on Ventura and it's on the move. Thanks for the update, shipmate. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Yeah, he's not wrong. They are not wrong. So we have Ventura on the move. No, that's the weather. It's this one. There we go. There's Ventura on the move, just pulling away. So only a few minutes late. That's pretty good. You'll be seeing her on camera. I'd say give it about 10-15 minutes. She's got to come down Southampton Water past the ocean terminal location here where we have Iona berthed at the moment. I'm just trying to get cruise cam working. I have a feeling cruise cam's time on this world is limited. Has become increasingly erratic and less well behaved. Right, so we have a good number of shipmates in the chat. If you are enjoying this broadcast, shipmates, do think about subscribing. Then every time we go live, you'll be notified and you'll keep in touch with the events going on and also all the random things that may happen on the channel. We've just got the container ship now turning. Shortly, I'd see Ventura on the screen relatively shortly. There we go. There's the container ship there. Isle of Wight in the background. Yes, visibility is good, isn't it? What does the weather say? All visibility's dropped a little bit, 45 nautical miles. Oh, button. Shipmate Ellie Mace has got flags on the ready. She is on deck 9 on Ventura, somewhere towards the. Now, was it the aft or the forward? I think it was forward. I'm sure we'll see her. Unfortunately, hopefully I can get cruise cam to work in time. It's just sort of giving up the ghost. Come on, cruise cam. No, can't seem to get cruise cam working at all. Trying to log in and reboot the camera, but can't even log into it. It stopped streaming as well. I think if I go over here, I get nothing. No, nothing on cruise cam. Have a quick look at the map, and Ventura is just passing by Silver Moon, just heading down towards the middle swing ground. Shipmate Kevin Bond says he was on Ventura in November, Azora in March, and will be on Britannia in November this year. Certainly getting your ships in there, aren't you, shipmate? Excellent. Do you have anything else planned after? The shipmate Top Bloke says, I think he needs needs super hats. I think he might mean super chats for a new drone and new camera. Yes, definitely need a new drone. Oh, I have purchased one of those, so that's all good. Rather annoyingly, but yes, new camera I think might be in order, because this cruise cam has been increasingly become unreliable. Can't even log into it at the moment. Yeah. Oh, shipmate says, Kevin Bond says the Britannia will be a fly cruise from Barbados. Oh, now you're talking. Fly cruise from Barbados. Excellent. And the Azura was the positioning cruise from Tenerife to Malta. Ah, quite popular, I hear, positioning cruise. Well, our channel sponsor, Paul from Love Cruises, suggests that's a fairly good way to get yourself an inexpensive cruise. Obviously, disadvantages, you could try and organise transport and travel back to the UK. Still trying to get cruise cam to work. Annoyingly broken. Oh, with shipmate's Top Bloke, who's donated £1.99 for the super chats. It says for a new camera. Oh, thanks, shipmate. Yeah, I can feel a new camera purchase coming on. This is it's not working the way it's not working. I was going to say it's not working the way I wanted to, but it's just not working. Full stop. I've been on support a couple of months ago, but it's way outside of warranty. Support aren't really interested in supporting it, from what I can gather. They just suggest buy a new one. It's even worse than the usual support answer, which is turn it off and back on again, isn't it? Like so, a bit of chop on the water there. It looks like I think that's, I'm not sure which, is that Wittonia coming up Southampton water there? No, Wit Challenger. Yeah, there's a fair amount of spray off of the bow of Wit Challenger there. It's obviously a little bit lumpy out there. We should be seeing Ventura relatively shortly. It's just passing Mayflower Park now. Unfortunately, I still can't get cruise cam working, annoyingly. Shipmate Kevin says that He'll be using Jet 2 to get the flights when he goes out on his package. Excellent, shipmate. Glad you got all that sorted. Shipmate Stephen Prince says it's been one of those days with the weather. Certainly has. We've had some horrendous weather today. Storms and winds. Oh, shipmate Top Blokes. Another donation. Well, many thanks, shipmate. That's very good of you. Oh, he says he's worked out how the super chat works. I'm glad you worked that out on this channel, shipmate. That's very good. Shipmate Steph P says that cruise cam has been a bit moody lately. Yes, it certainly has been moody. I don't quite know what's wrong with it. I mean, it is exposed. I mean, I guess the weather could have affected it. And it is experiencing a number of problems. I'll have to sort out a different camera, I feel. Oh, excellent. Shipmate Jane Morris with a 199 super chat. Many thanks, shipmate. And that's Jane Morris's first super chat. Well, it looks like a couple of the shipmates have managed to work out how to get things working. You're doing better than I am with CruiseCam. Shipmate Walter Clellan says he can't believe it's 36 weeks until he's on Avia. 36 weeks? Gosh, that's next year, isn't it? 36 weeks. Yeah, Steph P says, suggests I send CruiseCam into the corner. So there's a bit, well, actually, CruiseCam is in the corner. It's already in the corner. Gonna have to have a word with it. Let's see if we can see Ventura. Yep, there we go. There's Ventura on camera. Or you can see the old tree blowing around there, can't you? I think the shipmate who's waving the flag, they're going to have to wait until I can switch. Oh, another super chat donation. Oh, many thanks, shipmate Raymond Gorman. Well done. Many thanks for that. I shall be putting that towards new equipment. I'm hoping that our shipmate that's going to be waving, it's shipmate Ellie May. Oh, we also had shipmate Matt Carter on Celebrity Silhouette, but I don't think I didn't see him waving. We kept that under the wraps. Ellie May will be waving her Union flags, which I think we should be able to see. I'm not going to see it on CruiseCam because I can't get the devil working. But I reckon we'll have a good view on Itching Cam. Maybe even Netley Cam. Yep, shipmate Joby says, "Yep, no cruise cam at all." No, it's just well, it's dead. I can connect to it, but it just seems to be. Yeah, it's not well. It needs to. I think I need to turn it on and back off again. I've tried restarting it remotely, but it doesn't. I can't even do that anymore. It's in a world of its own. Yeah, very annoying. Never mind, we'll have to make do with the cameras we have. So that's all we can do, isn't it, really? Look at that, quite a bit of chop on the water there. Probably not a very pleasant day to be out sailing. It's not north, we have a northerly, I think it's northerly, just check on that. Yes, it is a northerly wind, which is unusual. But that'll certainly be making things choppy in port. It'll be blowing right down Southampton water. Shipmate Elizabeth Leeborn reckons that the winds will pick up a bit more from 6 p.m. Well, they certainly are. They certainly are picking up at the moment, aren't they? So we have Ventura just about to come into shot, and then 7 o'clock we'll have Silver Moon, and then currently still Iona is due to depart at midnight. Just peeking from behind the dock head here. Ventura's off on a 14-night cruise, if memory serves me correctly, to Spain, Portugal, Canary Islands, via Funchal in Madeira, Santa Cruz de Palma, Santa Cruz de Tenerife, Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, Arrecife, Cadiz, and Lisbon. And just to make you feel very envious of our shipmates, Ellie May, who's on board, the current weather in Cadiz is in the low 30s and sunny. I definitely think you've picked a great week to go on a sunny cruise, shipmate. Right, so she's up on the, I think it was mid-aft. Was it mid-fore? Anyway, somewhere waving a Union flag, so we'll keep an eye out. Not so easy with the Netley cam. Itching cam might do a better job. Cruise cam is still misbehaving. Shipmate Kelly Hall says we are on the back of Queen Victoria next weekend. Well, make sure you're waving something, shipmate. Shipmate Johnny B says, will I be filming Iona? Well, I might. I'm not. I probably will, but I won't. I don't think I'll probably end the live stream by then. It'll just go on forever, won't it? Shipmate Vanessa Wells says had a long wait until their next cruise on Britannia. Not until the end of August next year. That's almost a year away, shipmate. Right, let's see if we can see Ellie May. Oh, a bit wobbly on this camera, isn't it? I'm usually itching cams. It's really good. I think the wind being from the north is causing an issue. Can't see Ventura there. There's quite a lot of people out on their balconies. Oh, it's quite tricky to see, isn't it? Yeah, cruise cam's much steadier. Cruise cam's bolted to a wall, so we get an excellent picture from cruise cam. In fact, even Netley cam's bobbing around now. I think the wind is picking up. Oh, look at that. Oh, I could have to ease back a bit, I feel. Oh, that's quite a long way to ease back. I'm sure the shipmate is there somewhere. It's just difficult to see. We'll get a better view on Netcam. Forward deck 9 says Ellie May. Well, let's have another little look, shall we? I'll have a look. You keep watching Netcam, and I'm going to have a look, see if I can see. Like a quick look. Can't see anything. What do we think? Can we see any flag waving going on? Work out where deck 9 is. Oh, it's just not easy. Make me feel seasick. I'm not supposed to feel seasick while on land. Yep, I think that's enough of that. Netley Cam unusually is more stable. That's just the wind direction. Yeah, which one is deck 9? I'm not sure which deck 9 is. I think I can see them waving, but I just can't zoom in enough with these current wind conditions, unfortunately. You can see how choppy Southampton water is. So yeah, much better time to be cruising off to the sunny Mediterranean on this when the weather here is really quite atrocious. Shipmate Kevin Bob says just above the lifeboats. Oh, I think I can see them then. Let's have a go then. Thank you for that, shipmate. I reckon they are. I reckon that's them. That little crap. Yes, I think I can see some waving. Quite tricky to see. And unfortunately, the wobbles don't help, do they? Yeah, somewhere there, I think. That's unfortunate. Terrible weather. But just look at this way, shipmate. You're on a lovely cruise to sunnier climes. You can even see the smoke from the funnel is being blown around. Shipmate says, Steph B says, we can kind of see you. Yeah, we kind of can. Yeah, not the easiest. Not the best weather conditions today, really, shipmates, unfortunately. Some really stormy looking skies out there. Still trying to get cruise cam to reboot, but it's not enjoying that, is it, cruise cam? Well, the next ship to depart, shipmates, is the Silver Moon at 7 o'clock. I don't think we've had the Silver Moon on a live stream before. I mean, I could be wrong, but we don't see her in port very often. Smaller cruise ship than the current two ships departing. What do we have on? Do we have anything on Cow's Cam? Oh, yes, I've tuned in just after we've missed it. Yeah, I missed it. Great. I'm very good at missing things at the moment. Right, and there's the Rich Champion. Although that could have been the container ship. Oh, I think that was the container ship. Well, I'll keep an eye out. I think we might have. At least we'll get Celebrity Silhouette on Cow's Cam. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's Ventura. Launched in June 2007. Oh, hi there, shipmate Michelle donated $6.37. Many thanks, shipmate. That's brilliant. Very kind of you. Shipmate Johnny B says, sounds like I still got a cold. I have, shipmate. This cold has resurged. It went away for a bit, and then it's come back. My nose is non-functioning, a bit like cruise cam at the moment. can see all the little yachts there from the Netley Cliff Sailing Club. Ventura, 116,000 gross tons, 288 metres in length. Total capacity, 3,192 passengers. Or double occupancy, up to 3,600. Don't have any word on crew, but I imagine somewhere in the region of 1,200 or so. I think this is not the day to be taking out your small sailing boat. Not the weather for it at all. Steph P suggests that the captain has more chicken soup. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I don't quite know why it's lingering on. It's probably because it feels like winter. Here we go. It's Celebrity Silhouette coming onto Cowes Cam here, just off the Isle of Wight. You'll notice that the ships here are travelling a great deal faster than they are when we see them on Southampton water and coming out through the port. Be somewhere in the region of like 14, 15, 16 knots. Get a good view from the Isle of Wight, albeit brief and fleeting. Shipmate Ellie Burley says that she thinks she might be the only person enjoying this weather. Yeah, I think you're probably right there, shipmate. I don't think anyone else is really enjoying it. It's really curtailing my activities. Stopping me going horse racing, stopping me going out on the water at the weekend. What's a captain supposed to do if he can't go out on his boat or go horse racing? It's looking quite blustery over here on the Isle of Wight. Although the conditions look good. No rain as such. Shipmate Michelle Waterson asks, why is Iona not sailing until midnight? I think that'll be down to the weather conditions, shipmate. We had winds forecast in the 40 to 50 mile an hour range this afternoon and this evening. And I think as a precaution, they have moved Iona's departure time until midnight. I suppose there's also a chance that she might get involved with stormy weather going up the channel and into the North Sea. Now that little thing you can see on the top left-hand corner is it's gone now, unfortunately. That was Nelson, a monument to Lord Nelson, up on the top of the hills behind. I'm not sure if that's Portsdown Hill or not. Just behind Portsmouth. Excellent view over Southampton water from up there. Yeah, cruise cam went offline just after 5 and still offline. Can't get the devil working. I might have to go and investigate that in a more hardware related manner, i.e. turn the big switch on and off. Over here from the Isle of Wight, coming from Cowes. It has been Cowes week. Not been a very good Cowes week. We've had lots of days cancelled. Typically there is a firework display in an air show, but recently that's been cancelled as well. So it's not a lot of fun in Cowes week. Used to have a whole variety of entertainments going on, but it seems to Seems to have slowed things down for some reason. Not sure why. Ah, looks like I've got cruise cam working again. I think. Difficult to tell. Let's just give it a reboot. There we go. That's the trick. Just give it a reboot is the trick. That's my top tip for maintenance. Turn it off and back on again. Gosh, there's some dark skies over there. And it looks like cruise cam has fired back up again. Just getting that cruise cam up and running again, although it'll be a bit late. Next departure is Silver Moon at 7, so I shall probably hit the galley before Silver Moon departs. Yeah, it looks like I've got cruise cam now functioning again, just as the ship disappears behind. Just as Ventura disappears behind the crane. Excellent timing from cruise cam. I can connect to it from here. Nope, still not playing ball. Like I say, shipmates, we have Silver Moon departing at 7 o'clock. I'll keep the live stream going. We'll cover Silver Moon's departure. She'll probably be on screen, I would think, about 7:15, 7:30-ish. And then Iona at 23:59. Although I'm probably not going to be broadcasting that, because it'll be a long old wait for Iona. Right then, shipmates. I shall keep this broadcast going until 7. Shipmate Johnny B says, need another firework display too. Yeah, we do need another firework display. Absolutely right, shipmate. Definitely need another firework display. It's been a while. I think I live streamed one from Mayflower Park last year. I might try and do that again. It's not always the easiest of locations to live stream from. Well, think about that. Right, shipmates, and many thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do think about it. It is free. Just find a little button to click somewhere. Thanks to all of the people donating through the super chat. Thanks to the PayPal supporters. Thanks to the Patreons. And, of course, thanks to Blue Spanner crew who look after the chat so well. Right, I'm just going to go to the galley. But I will be back for the departure of Silver Moon at 7 o'clock. And now we even have cruise care working again. Hooray! I'll see you in a bit, shipmates. Ahoy, shipmates! Silver Moon is on the move. We have the container ship, the Hapag-Lloyd Tukapel, Tukapel, how you pronounce that one? All the way down Southampton water. Headed for Le Havre in France. And in ports we have the Silver Moon just departing near Mayflower Park, along with the assistance of the Svitzer Mercurius and the Svitzer Eastern. And also we have Iona still in port, not due to depart until currently 23:59. Started to get some sunny weather here now, or I should say sunny weather, sunsetish weather. You can see the clouds are quite high in the sky with a bit of gap at the bottom. It's quite getting some interesting colours in the sky. I think Iona will be departing later, probably trying to avoid the high winds that we've had in port. Although it's not too bad, it has calmed down a bit. We're still gusting around 25 knots, which typically means there'll be tug assistance. Visibility pretty good, 54 nautical miles. Temperatures cool down to 15 C and humidity of 84. Ahoy there, Dennis O'Leary. Oh, ahoy there, Martin Evans says, anyone know why Iona is late departing? Well, like I say, I think that's more than likely due to the wind. I noticed on the previous couple of Saturdays, actually the whole string of Saturdays have been really windy. And on all those occasions, Iona has departed later. It's a very large ship. So I can imagine that wind is a big effect, and it has to reverse out as well, which is not the best of locations, reversing out into wind. So I imagine just being very cautious, making sure she's tugged out to her destination rather than being, forced by her own engines into the side of the dock somewhere. You don't want that. And I'm not sure which way this storm is going, but if it's going down the channel, English Channel, and then up to the North Sea, it might be better to let it pass. I don't think it's as bad as they forecast, but who knows, it might be worse elsewhere. So probably better to let it pass. I mean, it's still quite gusty out there. Looks like the tide is getting very low. You can see on the bottom graph there, the tide is almost reaching its bottom ebb for today. And if we look on Netlycam, you can see the tide is quite a long way out. Lots of beach there. Ahoy there, Tizzy C. Ahoy there, Johnny B. Ahoy there, Desert Lyra. That sounds right back in. Ahoy there, World of 360. I think you sent me an email the other day. I did see it. I just haven't got around to replying to it. But yeah, good idea there. World of 360, shipmate. Ahoy there, Tracy Reese. Ahoy there, Vanessa Weld. What's going on over in the Isle of Wight? Oh, it's looking very grey and cloudy everywhere, isn't it? Silver Moon is getting very near. I should probably be paying attention with some sort of camera, shouldn't I? Right, let's see. What can I do? What can I do to alleviate my failings as the camera operator on this ship? Let's go here. I'm too busy looking at the weather. I'm always obsessed with the weather as the captain. There you can see a bit of those sun-setting colours over there. Silver Moon is off. I'm not entirely sure where she's off to. I need to check my information. Silver Moon's off on a 12-night one-way cruise to Reykjavik via Iceland. Reykjavik, Iceland via Falmouth, Fishguard, Liverpool, Dublin, Belfast, Greenock, Auburn, Senshore, Fjord, and Hamsey Island. I'm not sure where Hamsey Island is. I have to look that up. Sounds interesting. Yeah, we don't often see Silver Moon in port. She does come in every now and again. But certainly don't see her very often on the live stream. Oh, and there she is. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at something else. Oh dear. I'm having one of those days. There we go. Also can see one of the tugs. I think compared to the other ships today, the Silver Moon is definitely one of the smaller ships departing the port of Southampton. Part of the Silver Seas cruise line. I think they offer a premium cruising experience. They're really into really good accommodation and food. It's generally a sort of a 5-star experience. Oh, when I was in an exhibition a few months ago, I spent some time talking to the rep there, and it did sound like a jolly good ship to go on. Fortunately, I think the prices were quite spendy. As you see, compared to the other two ships we've seen depart, really quite small. I'll give you some facts and figures in a second. Even the Red Funnel Ferry here is obscuring a fair amount of sight. That sun's setting rather nicely in the distance there. And this probably is... Oh, blimey. Oh, excuse me, shipmate. I was sneezing again. Get a bit of a view here of Silver Cloud behind Iona. And look, the tug is still following. Much, much smaller. I think we had a donation there. I missed it. Too busy sneezing. Oh, shipmate Pete Rawlings. May thanks, shipmate, for your kind donation. Greatly received. I should put that towards new cameras. A new cruise cam, I think, might be the first port of call, because this one seems to be a bit flaky at the moment. I think it needs a good telling to. Someone needs to tell it who's boss. Still have Iona in port. She is not due to depart until 1 minute to midnight. It's almost like one of these sort of British rail things, isn't it? Where as long as it departs on the same day, it's not classified as being really late. That's what it feels like to me. I'm not sure if that's true or not. My feeling. See Hythe Pier there in the distance. That's where the ferry from Hythe to Southampton goes between. It's very popular at the moment due to roadworks on the Red Bridge flyover. Shipmate Dennis O'Leary says, unusual lifeboats. I agree, yeah, they are a little unusual. They're quite inside the ship as well. Still a bit windy out there. Shipmate Blitz Wells says, sky looks amazing. It does indeed, shipmate. There we go. We'll get you some of that. You can just see a slither of it, just setting in the distance. That's really good. Don't know if we'll get a decent sunset this evening. There's a lot of cloud in the sky. It could be too many. Shipmate Johnny B says, who owns the Silver Moon, and that'll be the Silver Seas cruise line. They are a premium offering in the world of cruise ships, priding themselves on excellence and service and quality. Shipmate 2 or other Blue Spanner shipmate Kevin 2's helpfully put a link in the description for you there. Oh, shipmate Chris Shipping is back. One would imagine that Chris Shipping has a fondness for shipping. Either that or he was born with a very fortunate name. Really can see that the tide has gone out. Lots of dry land here over on Itchingham. Enough space to play a couple of games of cricket out there, I would think. Shipmate I Love Animals says they were on the Silver Dawn last October and it was amazing. I bet it was, shipmate. I'm certainly very jealous of anyone who's been on a Silver Seas cruise line. Was there anything in particular that you thought was outstanding, or was it just generally a very good service? Let us know in the comments, shipmate. Heading down Southampton Water now. Silver Moon heading past Hawley Refinery. Shipmate Tracy Reese also likes the yellow sky. Yeah, it's just a little tiny whiff of sunset in the gap. And it often happens, but the trouble is you normally don't see it because you have to have a very long exposure to the distance. So normally you don't really see it unless you're up somewhere high, or like this, you're at sea. Then you get just a wisp of that in the distance. You can see there. Shipmate I Love Animals, who went on the Silver Dawn, said she was looking for bath bubbles. Rang for housekeeping, and a butler arrived with a silver platter, 3 crystal urns, and a gold spoon to run my bath. Well, I think you probably summed up the Silver Seas service perfectly there, shipmate. Sounds like you must have had a brilliant time. Even the buffet has water service. 1 week of absolute luxury A lady was on it for 4 months. This is shipmate Isle of Arms. 4 months on a Silver Seas ship. Blimey, 4 months. Yeah. I think one would require incredibly deep pockets for that sort of behaviour. It's well outside my league. Those of you looking for Iona departure, currently still scheduled to be 23:59 this evening. I think I will close down this broadcast after we've seen Silver Moon run down Southampton water. I'm not sure I want to keep it going and then be awake at midnight for the departure of Iona. Still have cruise cam going, so if you're really interested, keep a lookout on cruise cam, but I will shut the broadcast down because I think it's probably long. Plus I'll probably be asleep in my hammock by then. Shipmates Isle of Animals, who went on this Silver Dawn, says the food was sublime. The fellow passenger was very friendly, not stuffy at all. Had more snobbery on P&O. Well, that's reassuring, isn't it? Good to know. Shipmate Martin Evans says, any ships arriving tomorrow? Yes, there is, shipmates. There are some. Oh, hello, it's a blank screen. You don't want to see that, do you? You don't want to see a blank screen. That's not what this channel's about. We don't do blank screens. We do screens with ships on. Let's have a quick look, see what's arriving tomorrow. Tomorrow we have Norwegian Prima arriving 5 in the morning and Avia arriving 6 in the morning. Also have Queen Victoria arriving at 6:30 in the morning. So 3 ships in port tomorrow, shipmates. Might try a live stream tomorrow evening. I think the weather will be better. I'll see if I can get down to port and reset that camera. Give it a kick up the you know what. Shipmate Johnny B is wondering if the Silver Moon has 3rd class. A good question there, shipmate. Red Jet here on the starboard side, overtaking the Silver Cloud. Oh, yeah, shipmate Martin Evans. Yes, I'll be gentle with cruise cam, but I just need a stern talking to. Maybe a bit of a reprogramming with an axe. Well, I think that about sums up this broadcast. Been a strange one this evening. We've had 2 departures. This is our 3rd, but a bit of a gap in between. And then Iona departing at midnight, which I won't be covering on this stream, but check on Cruise Cam, or Cruise Cam will be following Iona's departure. So you better see her leave then. Let's don't expect we'll see many more many waivers at midnight. Oops, broken it again. There we go. There is Iona. Well, with that, shipmates, well, thank you for all the subscribers, all the PayPal donators and donations. Oh, well, some super chats as well. It's great. And of course, thanks to Blue Pass, Spanner Screw, who are excellent in answering all the questions and keeping you fully informed in the chat. If the weather conditions are better tomorrow, I might get some reliability out of Cruise Cam. There's a good chance that will be. I should do another broadcast tomorrow evening for Arvia's departure, and then after that, I'm not sure what will happen. I need to try and do some more interesting live streams. Well, until next time, shipmates.